Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Woke by Accident podcast. It is a weekly chat about socially conscious topics impacting the culture. I'd like to extend my gratitude in you listening to this podcast. It means everything to me, and I hope it is clear that this subject matter is so important to me. I care about our people, our future, and making a positive change in this nation.
This episode is powered by Poddex.
Do you find it difficult to come up with content ideas for your podcast? Or perhaps you've gotten stuck during an interview with a guest where you just have nothing more to ask? Try Poddex today. Poddex is the best all-in-one podcast idea generation tool. You get everything from episode ideas to interesting conversation starters for interviews, engaging discussions for your live streams, and even social media content ideas. With this tool, you don't have to spend weeks trying to come up with content for an episode or unique questions for your guests. Just shuffle the cards, pick one at random, hit the record button, and get started. Now you can make better content, have more fun while you're at it, and get your viral moment. All with Poddex. Head over to poddex.com and use code C4C. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Woke by Accident podcast. Today we have a special guest, Dre Anderson, co-host of the podcast That Never Was. Dre has been on the show before and he's back. So welcome back, Dre.
What's up?
Hey.
Nice to have you again.
Yes, definitely. Now, Dre is a vegan, and his lifestyle change has contributed to a significant weight loss. And we actually did not know about that last time Dre was on. So he's gracious enough to share his story and discuss the vegan lifestyle, which I think is really great to hear. Definitely have toyed around with the idea of going vegan, so I think we would definitely find some value here. So let's talk about your transformation. So when did you go vegan, and talk about your transformation?
I started my first, I guess, from the start, it was January 7th, 2019. Mm-hmm. But I guess before that, it was around the time of my birthday, which is in October, and one week I was just like, I'm gonna just try it. I'm gonna do it for a week and just try and see how it go. And I tried it, and I tried it for about I say about a week, and then it was like came around that Tuesday. It's a spot where I used to work. They had wings on Tuesday. They had wings half off. And I went back. I went on that Tuesday and got wings, but after that, I ended it. That was the last time I ever ate meat.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like my last time. I had to get wings one more time. That out my system.
Wow. Yeah. And so
it's been 3 years.
3 years. Okay. And then, so what made you decide to make the decision? You had a significant weight loss. Was that a contributing factor that you wanted to do something about your weight?
Yeah, I had started with pork. I had cut out that, and I was just always in the mindset of I'm gonna go. Well, at the time I was like, I'm gonna become vegetarian, vegan. That was the end goal, and eventually got to that point. I wanted to lose weight, be more healthier, and I just didn't. I felt like I was getting a little too big, and I just needed a change. And so I just started cutting different stuff out, and eventually I got to become a vegan, and I ended up losing over 100 pounds.
Oh wow!
And yeah, it really just it's really the best decision I ever made. It just changed me all the way around. Yeah, I'm thankful for having the discipline to actually do it and stick with it. So, yeah, it's definitely been a life changer, and I'm appreciative of all the things that came with it. So.
Definitely. And then, what would you recommend to people who are open to making the change or making the transition? Like, is it a good idea to start with being a pescatarian, or what would you recommend for people who want to go this way?
I guess if they already just still eating, I guess everything like as far as all different meats and shit like that. Um, I would say start with. I would say just start cutting back certain stuff. Like if something, whatever you eat the least of, like you don't eat a lot of pork, just cut pork out and then just go from there. Just gradually just go down. Because some people, like for me, I was at the time I was only eating, I guess seafood and like chicken. I had already cut out red meat and pork and shit
Okay.
like that. So I was on. That's the only thing I was really eating at the time. So um, it was like I kind of just went cold turkey for real. It was just like I tried it for a week, and I was like, oh, I went back and ate wings again. And I just never went back. So, but a lot of people, it's that's not feasible for everybody. Everybody just gonna just be able to just up and just one day just stop eating meat and just whatever. But I would say just like start cutting certain things out and incorporating maybe once or twice a week, just incorporating vegan meals or vegetarian meals into your I guess into your daily route, like your eating or whatnot, and just trying to get a kind of get a feel of what you would like and why you still, I guess, transition and just try to get a feel of what you would like, what you don't like. Because that was the biggest thing for me, is trying to figure out I guess what to eat, and then uh, what I like.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what I would say. Just yeah, cut out certain stuff gradually, and then just to continue to progress and just keep cutting things out until you get to where you want to be, and just incorporating vegan meals or just like stuff like that a couple times after a week will help too, I would think.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard some people like start with a meatless Monday or something like that. So
Yeah,
definitely seems like a good practice to start with cutting out pork,
yeah,
cutting out red meat, and just go from there. Cutting
yeah,
out chicken, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
definitely.
Start. Yeah, you can even you can try like I guess you can like incorporate vegan cheese or like to just regular dishes. Just try, I guess, trying to just get a feel of what it is. Which that's probably the biggest transition for like for people. I guess is the cheese, because most vegan cheese, um, it does. Of course, it don't melt like the regular cheese. So
Okay.
um, yeah, that's like the biggest thing in the taste. Like the taste is an adjustment. Because the first time I tasted vegan cheese, I got a pizza from Mellow Mushroom, and I had, they had vegan cheese, and I got a vegan pizza or whatever, and I did everybody made me throw up the first time I ever tasted it,
You're kidding.
and I had like my own like I guess like a large or whatnot,
Yeah.
and I ate a couple pieces, and I just told them to keep it. Like that's like the first time
Really?
I ever went to a restaurant and not took the food with me. It was that bad, but I guess it
And
was
we
just my taste buds getting switched to it, and just I guess something new. But yeah, that first time was boy, it was bad.
now you
But
actually dabble or now cook, right? And so is that how you
mm,
got into cooking, or were you already like enjoying cooking?
yeah, yeah, I cooked before, but it wasn't. Yeah, I cooked before, but it wasn't as much, or I guess as enjoyable. But I guess once I switched, it's like it forced you to cook because it's not
Mm.
convenient unless you just buy
Hmm.
a whole bunch of um, processed stuff in the store or whatnot. So if you're doing that, then it's more convenient. You can just pop some shit in the oven or whatnot. But I try to stick as much as I can to plant based and just not a whole bunch of processed stuff. So, but yeah, that's what really got me into cooking, because it forced me to cook. So I just felt start falling in love with just trying different stuff, because I would just have it'd be times I'd be hungry, and I'd just be like, shit, what's in here to eat? And I would just throw shit together and just see how it came out. It would end up being
Okay.
good.
Now, do you
Yeah, so
recommend meal prepping? I hear that that is a good strategy for weight loss.
yeah,
Also,
yeah, if you got the time, yeah. If you can
okay,
dedicate the time and do it, yeah, that'll help.
okay.
But
And
I'm saying, then again, you might get tired of eating the same shit all the time too. So that's a thing too. So if you're not a person that like to eat the same stuff all the time, then that might not work. But I guess you could I guess make something and then like add different sauces to I guess each day or something like that to try to switch it up a little bit. But yeah, that's a thing too. That will help.
now we talked about you cooking, you're trying different things and coming up with all these recipes. You're actually working on a cookbook project now, right?
Yeah,
And so
yeah. I'm trying to
that's
put together an ebook,
yeah.
my own little Dre's vegan cookbook. Oh
And you
yeah.
also have a special social media page about your recipes or just the vegan lifestyle or
Mm-hmm. Dre
okay.
flavor. I believe
Okay.
that's it.
And so
I'm
did
gonna
you
make
just
it
come
sure.
up with these recipes or just trying things or what was the inspiration for the cookbook project?
It was just like I don't know. I was always just trying different shit. Like I was saying, like I just find some stuff in the fridge or whatever. Whatever I
Mhm.
had, I would just like throw stuff together or just like, oh, I want to try this, or I'll just think of something. I'll just put it together. So I just start like documenting. Like every time I would just, I guess, make something new or just ideas I already had, I would just like jot them down on my phone and make a note. I got like a section of just like different recipes and stuff in my phone. So every time I would think of something or something I already cook or just anything like that, I would always just jot it down and just try to. I was building out, I guess, all the recipes and different stuff like that to eventually to get where I am now is trying to put together a whole cookbook.
Okay, that's awesome. We definitely would love to hear the info when you have the cookbook project completed. So keep us posted on that. And then, so you've maintained your weight loss. How, and I guess, has it been difficult to maintain it or any advice for maintaining the lifestyle and the weight loss?
Um, Stay consistent in whatever got you there.
Mm-hmm.
Staying active, like whatever you like to do, cardio, gym, around the house, working out, like push ups, whatever. Just stay consistent, stay active. That's the biggest thing. I kind of fell off a little, like quarantine, where shit was just closing and it got comfortable in the crib, put on some weight. But for the most part, I'm saying I don't maintain it for the most part. I fluctuate here and there, but just
Okay.
staying active is the biggest thing. Don't get comfortable and just like, oh, I done lost it all, and now I'm back just um, eating a whole bunch of dumb shit or just snacking and thinking it's gonna stay off. You gotta stay active to keep it off. It ain't just gonna stay away. Especially if you're I'm saying you older, it's gonna be harder to keep it off as if you once you pick it back up. So
True.
yeah, just staying
True.
consistent. Consistency is the biggest thing. Just staying consistent.
Okay. And then I wanted to look at the difference between being a vegan and being a vegetarian. Some of you guys may be wondering. So I have the definition here I'll share. So, veganism is the practice of abstaining from the use of animal products, particularly in the diet, and associated with the philosophy that it rejects the commodity status of animals. So, and I guess I've heard people like anything with a heartbeat type of philosophy also is not consumed. And then being a vegetarian is abstaining from the consumption of red meat, poultry, seafood, and the flesh of any animal. It may include the abstention of byproducts from the animal slaughter. So you mentioned the dairy. So vegan does not include dairy, is that right? Because that has a
Correct.
heartbeat. Okay. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And yeah, cheese. Yeah, cheese, milk, all of that type of stuff. So yeah, all of that's included.
So there's substitutes for those products that
Yeah, it's a
vegan
substitute for
cheese.
damn near everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, like almond milk, oat milk, whatever. I guess whatever your flavor is or
Hmm.
whatnot. But that type of stuff, they got the vegan cheese, the yeah, pretty anything you would need to need a substitute for, they got it.
Okay.
and it's becoming a trend or whatever. So people just jumping on shit and like making their own versions of stuff and stuff like that, which is cool. But a lot of them, like I guess like the KFC and that type of like they got like vegan chicken, like fried chicken or whatever now and stuff like that. Like they do it because it's trendy, but they don't really use the same practices to for it to be vegan because they still cook it
Mm.
in the shit what they cook the chicken with. So it's like,
Oh wow.
yeah, I guess it's like, yeah, you doing something. I guess it's better for you, but when you cooking it with the chicken, it's really like defeating the purpose of you even bringing the product in.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Exactly.
but the ones that's like for real or serious about it or like really dedicated to it, stay away from that shit.
Oh my god, I saw so many posts about that, and people ran out to get the
Yeah.
those
And most of the
nuggets.
time, like when they incorporate that into their like business, it don't even be vegans that's trying it. It's just like people that, oh yeah, I'm like they so infatuated with vegan food
Mhm.
and trying to see like I guess how it tastes and like the hype about it or whatever. So it'd be mainly people that's not even vegan because even when I go out to restaurant like vegan restaurants,
Mhm.
most of the people most of the people they just there like some people like it better than like regular like I guess a place Romeo's Vegan Burgers. It's in Charlotte, and most of the people they just enjoy their burgers more than they would going to like Burger King or McDonald's or something like that,
Okay, so it's a
or like
novelty,
any other
but not like a
restaurant. So
lifestyle. Okay.
yeah, 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 they just like their food better. So yeah, and a lot of people when they taste it, they can't tell the difference. So yeah, they
Yeah.
getting good with this stuff out here.
Yeah, I really want to get on this path one day. I just got to get my life together. Get my life together, but I just really feel like it can change your life. Like I've heard so many reports and doctors say that this can get you off of which medications that people are on and just really change your health. Clearly, losing 100 pounds, that this can turn it all around for you.
Yeah, and I had a physical one time. I think I was getting a physical for I think I was starting to coach, and I had to get a physical, and it came back and it was said I was like on the verge of having high cholesterol or right there like on the line or whatnot, and that was another trigger. It was like, yeah, I'm not about to start having complications or no shit like that. So that was another thing. Like I'm not about to wait till it's too late and I'm already having all these issues and shit like that. So at that point, it was like, yeah, it's definitely time to kick this shit in gear. I was not about to start um, having all that type of issues or high blood pressure or any of that type of shit. So at that point, I already knew it was time for a change. So that was another reason that kicked it in gear for sure.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. We were looking at some statistics from the CDC about obesity in African Americans, and of course, African Americans fare higher rates of obesity than other cultures in the United States. So we definitely want to be mindful of our health, guys, and considering a vegan lifestyle is a way to change our health and go for a healthier lifestyle for this year.
Yeah. A lot of them charts they go off of them shit's not tailored to our people anyway. Because if I'm
Well,
going by that shit, I need to lose another 100 pounds for real. But yeah, them charts be I don't know who they be dictating out. Like that shit need to be updated because like everybody don't supposed to be walking around 100 pounds or what like how they supposed to have for your height and weight and all that shit. A lot of that stuff is yeah. I'm saying once you get to a spot where you feel good and you feeling like good within yourself and shit like that, yeah, it should go by person, man. You shouldn't be looking at a chart trying to tell you if you obese or not. I'm saying if your body feeling good, you feeling good, then and you I guess staying with not even vegan, just if you staying clean, eating clean, you can still eat relatively clean without being vegan or whatnot, like not
okay.
eating a lot of fried foods and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, I always have to do that. But yeah, just incorporating more vegetables and just not a whole bunch of fried foods. You can bake or whatever like that. Just to be a little more clean.
Definitely. Any other suggestions, recommendations as far as when you just going through your transition that you can share?
Um, I know people are always like, "What do you eat?" Like
Hmm.
that's always the like every time anybody asks or just it like come up and tell them I'm vegan. That's the first. What do you? Most of the time is what do you eat? That's always the first question. And I'm saying I tell a lot of people just go to the produce section and just have fun because I'm saying majority damn near everything over there for the most part is going to be vegan for the yeah
Okay.
for the most part. If you get a vegetable, of course it's going to be vegan, but yeah, just go over there, have fun, try different shit. You might like tofu, tempeh. It's so much shit out there now. It's really it's easy now, honestly. Like even when I started 3 years ago, it wasn't like it's grew a lot since then. But um yeah, it's just go over there, have fun, just figure out different stuff that you like, um, and just incorporate um vegan meals, vegetarian meals out through the week, and just try it that way.
Okay.
Or
That's
you
us.
can, or like go to your local vegan restaurant and try something like that. Like that,
Okay.
that might not be the greatest because that shit probably gonna be way better than something that you cook at home. But at least it'll give you a sense of like, damn, this shit can really be good. Because people think I always get the joke, oh, you eating grass or shit like that. All the jokes you always get, but
Okay.
yeah, it's like vegan. Like I always say on vegans not boring. So that's one of my little hashtags I always put when I post on my food page because I'm saying it's just as tasty as anything else.
Hmm.
You just yeah, just gotta know what you're doing.
Okay, that's cool. I will put your link out there. And I also want to include the picture, your transition picture. I think that's the first thing that it's like, oh my God, I had no
Yeah,
idea. It
that
is
shit is crazy.
really shocking. So yeah, that's kudos to you. I'm inspired. Look, I'm inspired.
Come on to the dark side. I call the vegan side the dark side. Come on to the dark side.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I need some inspiration and guidance and all of that. So, okay. So we will spread the word. I appreciate you sharing that. I did want to,
Uh,
before we wrap it up, go over a pod deck question from the good people at Pod Decks. So let's see. For fun, what is the main thing on your bucket list?
Main thing on my bucket list:
Yes.
traveling to Africa.
Okay.
I don't know what
Yes.
part, but yeah,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
that's the next question.
Yeah. Really,
I
where?
don't know. Yeah, yeah, because it's a whole continent. But yeah, I don't know. Johannesburg, maybe
Hmm.
South Africa. I don't know. Somewhere. I would like to know where I'm from, or like do it like an ancestry, figure that out,
Hmm.
and go from there down to like I guess go to my roots. But
Yeah,
that's really the
that
biggest
would
reason
be.
why I want to go back.
That
Yeah.
would be. And
Explore
then
the motherland.
one more for fun. Where do you go when you need to blow off some steam?
Where do I go? Mm, I like to go to Barnes and Noble. It's just a real chill spot.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's like my little happy place. I just go in there and just most time I don't even buy shit. I just go in there just to chill out, look at different books, and
Hmm.
sit down and read something. Um, just being in the atmosphere is always it's always a chill vibe in there. So I like doing that. Yeah, that's probably I would say Barnes and Noble. If not, if I can't go anywhere, it's just probably listening to a podcast or music. Music is always the thing that bring me back to just to I guess a level state or whatnot. You know, 90s R&B.
Okay.
To go to.
Awesome. All right. And then tell us where we can find your podcast, Dre.
Well, the podcast is everywhere you can get podcasts. Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeart, wherever you listen to podcasts, we there. The podcast never was.
Okay.
Yeah. And you, I was I can give out the Instagram. Well, my food page, if y'all want to follow, is Dre Flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, DRE. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's also Dre Flavor. Yeah.
Okay. I'll put the link in our notes for the listeners. All right. And then anything else to share?
Nah. I guess you can. If y'all follow, I'll keep. It'll be updates about the book. I guess through there, and
Okay.
just I guess my food journey in different spots. I try to post. I recently went to Tampa, Florida, and I tried some stuff up there. It was really good. It was really good. So I got some vegan shrimp. And I tried some vegan wings at this spot. But yeah, it was a dope spot. It was real good. It's like a little hole in the wall. You would never think that place would produce that type of food, but that always usually be the best spots.
Right.
But yeah, it was a dope experience.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for stopping through Walk by Accident, Dre. You're welcome here anytime. Yeah, we'll be looking out for the book coming up, and the podcast It Never Was will be supporting. So thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, thanks guys for listening. At this time, we're going to go ahead and conclude the episode. We greatly appreciate you listening. We invite you to follow us on social media. On Instagram, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. On Twitter, it is Woke by. On Facebook, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. We also have the new website up, www.wokebyaccident.net. Please check us out, and also follow us on all of your favorite streaming platforms, and please leave a review and share feedback. You can also reach out by Gmail, wokebyaccident@gmail.com. And every time you listen, we appreciate it so much. Thank you for listening, and take care.